Guys, Ryan Garcia just shocked the world. I'm all over social media, man. Devin Devin took a lot of punishment. His dad went on live and he was talking about how he knew Ryan Garcia wasn't crazy and that he was a good fighter, and they want that rematch, and I get it. I'm not sure if Devin Haney will ever be the same after that. You know, he took a lot of punishment, guys. You guys have to remember, this is a guy that blue chip prospect under the tutelage of Floyd Mayweather, grew up a well-decorated amateur, and turned pro, and he was just that guy. He was the guy that was said to be the next Floyd Mayweather. Spent time around him, was around Roger, around that Mayweather gym, around greatness, and he's never been dropped, never really been hurt. We saw the sparring, but it actually happened in a professional fight. Ryan Garcia was the one to actually put him down for the first time in his career, and I just don't know how Devin Haney is going to react to that mentally. It's going to be a lot to overcome. I'm sure right now he's really going through it, because that was a fight he really wanted to win. You have to think these guys were 3-3 in the amateurs. They go in there and Devin Haney, basically gets beat up, takes a beat down, a lot of punishment taken in that fight. There were rumors of a broken jaw. Devin Haney said, nothing was broken, but you could see when he was talking, he was having a little bit of trouble speaking. So, in terms of what Bill Haney is saying, wanting that rematch, I just wouldn't be so eager for it right now. I think his son, went through a lot of adversity. It's the first time he's ever been hurt like that. We've never seen Devin Haney out on his feet like we saw it last night. It was sad to see, to be honest with you guys, because you guys have to remember, maybe you guys don't care as much because, it's boxing, obviously. It's the sport. It's the name of the game, and you're just watching it on TV. But I was there, through fight week. Bill Haney was in great spirits. Devin was in great spirits. So it's just unfortunate to see all this happen. But, Ryan Garcia was just the better man. That's the sport of boxing. I'm not here to make it all sad and mushy, because, at the end of the day, that was a great fight. Ryan Garcia is just that guy. He proved a lot of us in the boxing world wrong. A lot of people, wrote him off and said he had no chance, but I've been saying Ryan Garcia had a chance. I said that he had a 30% chance, but it was a heavy 30% chance, because at the end of the day, I knew that Devin did have a level of power, but I didn't think he had that level of power to put Ryan Garcia down, or to stop him. I've been saying that. So within that 12-round duration, I knew at some point that Ryan Garcia could have a moment, and not only did he have a moment, he had 4 or 5 moments where he hurt Devin Haney bad. The first round, that left hook, Devin Haney knew right then and there. He's like, I kind of want out. I think he wanted out in the first round in his mind. He's too tough for his own good. I do think that was a fight that really could have been stopped by his corner. Ryan Garcia graciously, being merciful on Devin Haney, pointing at his father, saying, look at what I'm doing to your son. You want this to continue? And it did continue, because Devin Haney, he's a warrior. You guys have to remember, he's the champ, but you got to give Ryan Garcia all the credit in the world. The fact that he missed weight, he was candid on it. He said that, it's not possible for him to make 140. He tried his best to make 40, but the lowest he could get to was 43.2. So taking that into consideration, you have to remember that Ryan Garcia still made sacrifices to make that weight. And on fight night in the ring, Ryan Garcia was just a better fighter. He just found a home for that left hook. He was strategic about it. He threw the jab and then threw the left hook. That was smart. That was very intelligent. I was a little bit curious as to why I always saw Devin Haney, kind of lunging into Ryan Garcia's left hook a little bit. It seems like maybe he felt the power in the right hand and was trying to negate that, but by diving down like this, he was right in the spot for Ryan Garcia to land his left hook. That's what I just couldn't understand. So, my best evaluation of it is that, Devin Haney tasted the power in Ryan Garcia's right hand as well. So when he was trying to negate it, he was diving to his right, and then Ryan Garcia would basically hit him with that momentum, his own momentum, going into that left hook. And I think Devin Haney honestly did himself a disservice and added to the power of Ryan Garcia's left hook, because every time he would dive, he would get hit and clipped with that left hook, and it made it do more damage to him. So Ryan Garcia, very underrated and slept on fighter up until this point. He really did have the performance of a lifetime. I wasn't expecting it to go that way. I knew that Ryan Garcia did have that equalizer, but to really put a beating on Devin Haney, and they really did try to steal that fight from Ryan Garcia. How did you have it 112 to 112 even? That was unbelievable. And then you look at the referee. The referee should have been taking points away from Devin Haney for intentionally clinching. You know, if you're supposed to get a warning and you're supposed to get a point taken away. Neither of that was done. And the ref was a horrible person to have in that ring that night. Didn't try to separate the fighters whatsoever. He had no sense of urgency. I really do think if there was a good ref in that ring, Ryan Garcia could have stopped Devin Haney. But that ref honestly saved Devin Haney from an embarrassing outcome, because I think that, you know, if Ryan Garcia stopped him, there would be more embarrassment for Devin. But Devin showed the true heart of a champion, the adversity he faced. You have to remember, this kid hasn't been dropped. He's been hurt maybe, but never been put down. He got put down 3 times, still finished the fight. So I give all the credit in the world to Devin Haney, his team. It just wasn't his night. You know, he'll be back for sure. I'm just not sure if he'll ever be the same after that. You guys got to remember, he's never dealt with this before. He's never dealt with defeat at the professional level, let alone getting dropped, period. Dropped 3 times by Ryan Garcia, a guy that they said would be a walk in the park. And, you know, Devin Haney said he was going to make it look easy. That was no easy fight for Devin Haney. And he's just... It was a lot of not being able to negate the left hook. I've been saying that. Tank had a plan when he was going in that fight against Ryan Garcia. He took his best asset away from him. He focused on that left hook. You know, when Tank was in that southpaw stance, he was touching Ryan Garcia's left hand. Whenever it would move, Tank would have a reaction and get out of the way. You know, Devin did nothing like that. Devin was there to get hit. I do think that Devin played into the cards and the game plan of Ryan Garcia. He did what Ryan Garcia wanted him to do and stood in the center of the ring, and it played to his demise. And ultimately, Devin Haney, you know, really did taste that Ryan Garcia power. And as you guys can tell, it's no joke. I don't know if it's so much the fact that Devin Haney has no chin. A lot of people were saying Devin Haney's chinny. I don't think that's the case. I think Ryan Garcia just has legit power. Just because he lost to Tank, I've been telling you guys, you can't just write him off just because he lost to one of the best fighters in the world and had to deal with that catchweight and rehydration clause. Ryan Garcia in that fight looked very strong. And you could even take into account what Tank was saying after the fight. He was saying that's what happens when you fight a fighter that's quote-unquote your own size. So I understand where Tank is coming from, because if he went in that ring with Ryan Garcia at 140, you know, who knows what would have happened. And I've been telling you guys that you know, because Ryan had to deal with the rehydration clause and the catch weight, he deserved more credit, because I don't think it was a solid win for Tank. You know, he got the stoppage, got the job done, but I do think that because of the catch weight, because of the rehydration clause, he's never going to get that credit. So there's now a mega fight on the table for Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. They were talking about a catch weight at 43. I think, you know, if Ryan Garcia can even make 43, he hit 143.2. I don't know if it'll happen, but there's going to be all the money in the world for that Tank rematch, because there's that narrative of, you know, no more rehydration clause. I'm the shot caller now, because at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia, just in one night and a hell of a performance against a guy like Devin Haney, a very, very credible piece of opposition and opponent in Devin, he's changed the whole game right now. He's flipped the cards. Now he's the shot caller, like Oscar was saying. Now he gets to decide what's the catch weight. He's the A side. He has an argument for the A side now. So congratulations to Ryan Garcia, really making a statement. You really did shock the whole world of, you know, the sport of boxing, because nobody thought that you could pull off a decision win, let it know. Like, people were saying